Hello everyone, welcome back, and today we're taking a few steps back from our normal calculus videos to go over a few simple PEMDAS problems. Now the reason I'm making this video, I'd like to start by saying, is I posted the problem that you currently see on your screen on my Instagram story on a whim, with a choice of two options to choose from, a correct answer and a wrong answer, because I wanted to see how people would respond. I was curious, and the results I got were very interesting. I'll post the percentages of how many people voted for the correct answer and wrong answer with each problem on the screen. And I thought that these results were interesting, so I did this a few more times and noticed that a significant amount of people were struggling with PEMDAS. And if you can't do the order of operations correctly, then you're going to struggle with any math that you go into. So I figured I should make a video out of this and help as many people as I can with this issue. So now that we've got that introduction out of the way, we're going to get into 4 different problems that I posted on my Instagram. So the first was 8 divided by 4 times 2 plus 2. So the first thing that we know from PEMDAS is to evaluate what we have in parentheses first. And since we have that 2 plus 2 in parentheses, the first thing that we're going to do to simplify this problem is rewrite it as 8 divided by 4 times 4. We don't have any exponents, so we don't need to worry about that. Now we need to look at multiplication and division, and for this, we just look at the order that they appear from left to right. So the first thing we're going to do is 8 divided by 4, and we're going to get 2, and we'll be left with 2 times 4. Now the only thing left to do is do 2 times 4, and so that means that our answer is going to be 8. Now, here's the second problem that I posted. We have 8 plus 4 divided by 1 plus 1 squared. So as always, we're going to start by simplifying what we have in parentheses first. That brings us to 8 plus 4 divided by, here, let me rewrite that, 8 plus 4 divided by, so 1 plus 1 is 2, squared. Now we have to look if we have any exponents, and in this case we do. We have 2 squared, so we'll simplify that to 8 plus 4 divided by 2 squared is 4. Now we have division, and we have to do that before we add or subtract, so we're going to have 8 plus 4 divided by 4, that's 1. And so our answer is just 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. Now the third problem. This one is a little more complicated than the past two we've done. 60 divided by 5 times 1 plus 1 times 1 plus 1. So we have 2 layers of parentheses here, and that's where we're starting first. So we have 60 divided by 5, and we're going to simplify our innermost parenthesis first. So we have 60 divided by 5 times 1 plus 1, and what we have in the parentheses right here, 1 plus 1, is just going to be equal to 2. Now we have this set of parentheses left, and we have to do the order of operations within here as well. So we have 1 plus 1 times 2, so we need to multiply first. So we do 60 divided by 5 times 1 plus 2, because 1 times 2 is 2. And now we can simplify this parenthesis down to 60 divided by 5 times 3. And now with multiplication and division, we just go in order from left to right. So we get 60 divided by 5, that's 12, times 3. And our answer is 36. Now, I saved the best for last, and this was the most interesting. As I said, all these percentages are showing up on screen. And as you'll see, this one was nearly a perfect 50-50 the entire time that it was up on my story. Not at one point, the greatest difference in choices was a 60-40 split, which I thought was pretty wild, so we're going to look at that. We have 8 plus 4 divided by 2 times 1 plus 2. So let's simplify our parentheses first. We have 12 divided by 2 times 1 plus 2 is 3. And now we have multiplication and division left, so we just go from left to right. So 12 divided by 2 is 6, and 6 times 3 is equal to 18. If you have any questions about the steps I took in this video, please ask questions in the comments. I know that a lot of people struggle with this, and this is something that people should not have to struggle with. It makes life a whole lot easier. So if you have any questions, please ask them in the comments. I will respond, and if you made it this far, Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you learned something.